Hello everyone, my name is Greg Reno and I'm the developer of the Tools for Sleeper app. Today I'm going to give you a short demo of how it works. I wrote it selfishly to give myself an advantage in my fantasy football league, and there are two main features that I think will give me that advantage. First, there's an ongoing notification of key trending players, and let me show you that here. I'll come back to it later. Second, the app makes it really easy to see why a player is trending, and that's really important when you want to figure out if you should pick a guy up or not. And with that, I'll launch the app and show you around. The first screen should look very familiar. It looks like the trending player list in the Sleeper app. You can pick a particular league here or pick all, which will combine all the players across your leagues. The waiver wire guys are in green, your players are in blue, and the players rostered on other teams are in white. The number on the right gives you the number of spots a player has moved since you last acknowledged them, and I'll talk about what acknowledging a player means in a minute. But it is a time-saving feature that we think will help you just focus on the guys that are most important. Both the up and down trend lists are shown here. So with that, let's take a look at searching. For example, let's take Marquez Callaway. If I just touch on him, I can pick search Google, and that will just bring up a list of the most recent news in the past 24 hours on this player. So that's a pretty handy feature. You can also search Twitter. So let me do that here. Just touch on Callaway, pick search Twitter, and there you go. So you'll get the top tweets first. You can click on the recent to get the most recent tweets. So all in all, really easy way to search players, figure out why they're trending, and if there's good information on them, maybe you want to pick them up. And as you can see, for Callaway, I already did that. I beat out the rest of my league, picked him up off the waiver wire. Hopefully that was a good move. All right, now let me show you the notification. The big advantage here is that the notification is always right there. It's just a swipe away. And you no longer have to keep opening the Sleeper app multiple times a day and swipe through to get to the trending list. Again, it's always just right there, just showing you the guys that you're most likely interested in. It's only going to show you the guys that are trending up, either on the waiver wire or on your team. The only guys that are going to show on the trending down list are guys from your team, like you can see the last two in this list here. That's because you're not likely to be interested in guys that are on the waiver wire and trending down. And at the time of this recording, the trending list is updated every 30 minutes in the background. You don't even need to have the app open. But for it to do any updates, that Tools for Sleeper notification should always be visible. Now, if you want to refresh it manually, you just go into the app and pull down in the player trending list, and you'll see that happening here. Also, the league roster data is also updated every 30 minutes, so if someone drops a player or say you pick them up, you'll see their player color change. And if you really want to shut down the app totally, stop any background data updates, shut down the app, you can click that X button, so that'll shut everything down. If you just launch the app again, that background service will start up and you'll be back in business. Okay, so let's go back to the app. We can do that just by clicking within the notification, and then the app will open. All right, now let's take another look at that number on the right. As I mentioned before, it's the number of positions a player has moved since you last acknowledged them. And when you acknowledge a player, you're basically saying, okay, I've already looked at this guy. Don't show him to me again unless there's some significant change. And you can set that amount in the preferences screen. But this is a really good time-saving feature, so you'll know which guys you've already looked at. That red mark on the left of the name shows which players are currently showing in the notification list. In other words, just not acknowledged yet. So let's take an example here. Corey Clement, he's in blue, so that means he's on my team. He's moved 4 spots in the list since I last saw him, but I'm done researching him. I don't need to see him anymore. So let's see how we do that. To acknowledge a player, just hold down the player's name or long press, and you'll get a different menu option. Now if I pick Acknowledge Notification, you'll see that the red mark disappears. And then if I look at the notification, Corey Clement is no longer in the trending up list. He is, however, showing up in the trending down list, and those 2 lists are independent. So let me scroll down. I'll mark him as acknowledged there too. Okay, now let's say I acknowledged a player, but now I want to start seeing him again in the notification. All I need to do is long press him, pick Keep Notifying, and he'll start showing up in the notification list again. Alright, now I'm going to show you what you need to do to set up the application for the first time. I'm going to go to the initial setup screen and download all the players from Sleeper. I'm not going to do that here. It's probably going to take you a minute or 2 to download the 8,000 players or so, but the app only keeps a small amount of the data, so it's not going to take up a lot of space. When that's done, you're going to enter your Sleeper username and click Go, and that's going to download all of your league information. You notice though, it doesn't require your Sleeper password at all. The app will never ask you for that. So the last thing I wanted to show you is what you can do if you're in multiple leagues. So all you do is pull down the league list, and then you can pick the all option, and you'll see that players are duplicated, right? So if you have 3 leagues, each player will show up 3 times. They may be a different color because in one league a player might be kept, in another league they wouldn't. You'll see an abbreviation near each of their names to show what league they're in. Okay, so if I pull down the notification, you'll see the duplicated names, 1 per league as expected, and the league name abbreviation. Okay, that's a wrap on this demo. I hope it gives you a leg up on your competition and you win your league this year. And if you run into any problems, go to the troubleshooting page here. So with that, I want to say good luck to you all, and thanks for watching.